If you're following this video series, then you already know that I am in the process of creating my first $1 million in cash. I'm doing it by the end of this year, December 31st, 2023. Today is Friday, September 15th, 2023. This is session 34 of my $1 million journey. Hi, my name is Edward James Carey. Welcome to Praxis Living, where I create content to help you create the life that you desire. I am still having some technical issues with my gear, but I have figured out a temporary workaround. I will just be switching between frames manually. I am continuing this day with my new strategy in trading, which includes creating open buy orders and open short orders. I'm going to continue and see how the day flows. And we'll just start by having a quick look at my starting balance sheet today. I am beginning this day with $43,074.74. We will see how this day goes in just a few moments when the markets open. We are still 5 minutes away from the opening bell. I will be back here. The pre-market is $28.10. That's a little bit less than yesterday's close of $28.22. I'm going to see if I can get more in sync with today's market and become one in just a few moments. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. The market is now open. Let's take a look at what is going on today in today's market. Okay, the opening bell sees us with a quick rally up to $28.14. Now, my last maneuver yesterday was a short position of 1,532 shares at a price of $28.11. So if I do anything this morning, I want to re-establish a new position with a new amount of shares. Clearly, I want to acquire more than 1,532 shares. And I want to do it as low of a price as possible, specifically below the cost of $28.17. So I am going to sit here patiently this morning and wait. On an average morning, I can normally expect a sell-off to occur at some point. We will see if today follows that normal pattern or not. Okay, I made a buy order at 1,552 shares for $27.70. It looked to me for a second like the market was going to turn around and go back up. So I, instead of trying to close one of my existing short positions, I instead just am simply logging this as a new buy position. 2770 at 1,552 shares. The market faked me out, and it basically just hit a little nudge and has now looks like it's going to continue to decline. But I've already committed my new purchase order at $27.70. I really don't want to sell off my position at less than $27.70. That won't move me in the right direction. So I think I will just grin and bear my decision and just hope that the market does not go very much lower this morning. All right, so I definitely did not hit the bottom of this sell-off. We are now down to 2752, 2750, and continuing to fall. I do not want to create a new short position down this low. I'm just going to have to hope and ride this out for a little bit and see how things play out throughout the remainder of the morning. Market is just continuing to get hammered right now. All right, so instead of me making an emotional decision right now, I committed my buy position very early. And instead of creating a new short position in order to try to escape, I am just going to employ a little bit of faith. I'm going to take a short break and get away from the markets for just a few moments. I think right now would be a good time for a short walk around the area. And I will just come back and hope to see something has turned around and is moving in the direction that I need it. So stay tuned. I will be back soon. All right, 10 minutes after 7 in the morning, I took a small walk. I came back and I saw a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. And then things kind of changed direction. let's have a look and see what's going on. So I came back just to see this rally up. We were up around $27.67, which was almost right back to where I created my buy position this morning. And then I saw this steep sell-off here, which tanked things out a bit. So I'm doing a couple things. I'm changing my mind on the position. I listed the 1,552 shares this morning as a new buy order at $27.70. And the reason that I initially did that was I wanted to make sure that I did not sell shares below $27.70. But now that I know what I want to do clearly, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to take that buy order off the list. And instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close some of my short shares, which I have made a very good profit on. I purchased shares at $27.70. So I have adjusted this sell order here that I had open for $28.23. I made 53 cents per share on closing a portion of these shares. I've removed 105 shares there because 105 shares is the difference of adding these two short positions together plus that adjustment equals 1,552 shares. So I'm closing 1,552 shares on my short side at $27.70, which is good because I'm closing positions that were open at $28.35, $28.40, and $28.23. So I'm now just going to remove these two short orders entirely off my list. And that gives me a slightly cleaner list. I just need to pay attention now that I make sure that I hold on to my current shares and hope that today's market slowly works its way back up across $27.70. And then I will be free again if I wish to create a short position in order to ride out a downturn this morning. It's a tough call what I'm gonna do. I don't know whether I'm gonna sit here and wait a little bit. It looks like the market is slowly working its way up, but it also looks very conflicted, as I can see this morning. Okay, I see the market is now turning very sharply down again, $27.51. Again, I am not going to sit here and make an emotional decision. So I am going to go and enjoy my Friday, and I will go for a nice long walk, and I will leave this market alone entirely. Hopefully, by the time I return home, share values will be back above $27.70. At least at $27.70, I know that if I create a short position, that it's not going to lower my overall balance. But right now it would. So I will be back soon, and we will see how this morning continues to progress. Stay tuned. All right, I am back. It is 11:49 a.m. It has been a rough day today. Let's have a look and see what's going on in the market. I have been watching the market all day, even though I've been out and about enjoying myself. And I confess, I am very frustrated today. I began today with buying back and closing a short position by purchasing a lot of shares at $27.70. Those shares continued to drop further, and I missed opportunity to capitalize on that. I bought too soon. And then I waited for shares to come back over $27.70, which they did quite a few times today. I had ample opportunity to resell my shares over $27.70 and then take advantage of another drop and repurchase, and then again ride them up over $27.80, sell them off, and then again this steep drop here. I ended up not taking advantage of any of those opportunities today, just watching and holding all the way through. And as a result, I ended up holding 1,552 shares that I purchased at $27.70. And I watched them hit a bottom today of $27.12. I finally gave in a short little while ago and I said, you know what, I am not doing this. And I created a new short position to liquidate my shares at $27.19. And currently we are at $27.17. I am trying to salvage this day and make a little bit of profit by seeing if the market will continue to decline. And here it goes. We're starting to dive again, $27.13. So what I am going to do right now is I'm going to look for an opportunity of purchasing back this short position of 1,552 shares at less than what I paid, which was $27.19. I just hope that the gap widens a little bit between what I shorted at. I'm in a short position, so I would like it to drop as low as it wants to go. Even below $27 would be fine right now. So I am just checking to see how much available capital I have at my disposal right now. And also, it only makes sense for me to buy in at this time of day if the market is going to actually change direction and go up. It looks like the market is set on trending down, and further down. And it is Friday today. I do not know if I wish to hold on to shares over the weekend. I think I prefer going into a new day with just cash in hand. That being said though, I will stick around here for the last hour of the day here and see if there is a good opportunity for me to close my short position of $27.19. See if I can reposition and at least pick up a few extra shares in the process. All right, so I just repurchased 1,557 shares at $27.12 each. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the 1,552 that I just sold short and get rid of those right away. And that leaves me with an outstanding amount of 5 shares. And I'm going to take those 5 shares from this count here at $27.67. I'm going to change this from $15.44 to $15.39. And that balances out the amount of shares that I just acquired. And now I will see if shares at least rally back up over $27.12 over the rest of the day. See if there is a new opportunity to sell at a little bit of a profit. All right, I am not having a good afternoon. I'm getting caught on the wrong side of my trades. I'm shorting when the markets are too low, and I'm reacquiring when the markets are too high. I'm just trying to catch the rhythm of the movement of the market now and trying to tune into it instead of resisting it. The market will do what it wants to do. I am just learning how to adjust myself to the moves of the market. This round of shares at $15.59, I just purchased at $27.12, and the market spiked up for just a second to around $27.16, which I missed an opportunity to sell again on and short. And now we have continued to go down and are down to $27.05 now. Holding on to shares when they're dropping in value is not what I want to be doing. All right, so I just shorted my position again for a total of 1,559 shares. I sold them for $27.15. Again, I sold them just before a rally up. So we will see if shares are going to continue to drop below $27.15 so that I can repurchase and reposition. All right, so the current status is I have $42,345 available to trade in my account. I sold my shares at a short position of $27.15, and now the share value is on an upward rally at the end of the day in the last 30 minutes. So it is getting away from me even further. So that is it for me today. I am not going to make another trade today. I am just going to sit here patiently in the last 30 minutes of the day, watch what the market does, and get prepared for Monday. Stick around because shortly when the market closes, I will do a final comparison of my week to week. I will compare my financial status at the end of today to the end of last Friday. Stay tuned. I will be back shortly. All right, so we are at the end of the day officially. The market's just closed, and let's take a look and see where things ended up. Okay, so the market's closed today at $27.33 on shares of AI. That's down 89 cents from yesterday's close, down over 3% today by the close. What we see overall, though, today is what an average Friday looks like. It's usually a pretty good sell-off. There's a little bit of a rally, sometimes even into the afternoon. And then typically in the last half of a day after 9 p.m., instead of going up, the markets tend to go down. This is what I expect to see on an average Friday, just for record. But let's see how I did over the week. All right, so here are my totals for the week. Last Friday, I had an end of day balance of $1,063 in cash. Today, at the close of the bell, I have 100% available cash, which is $42,345. So as far as cash goes, that's about as good as it can get. I have full 100% cash. Now, at the top side, we can see that there's been a little bit of a slip down this week. So I haven't had a profitable week, but I have had a shift in the fact that instead of holding shares like I did last week, over the weekend, 1,490 shares, I am currently holding 0 shares, and I have all of my capital available in 100% cash, ready to move into a new week. So that is it for today. I will be back on Monday, September 18th, and I will hit this market again with my current system, and I will do better next week than I did this week. I'm starting to get the swing of things. Today, I just couldn't get the rhythm with the market. I missed 2 great opportunities to sell high and buy low, which I let just pass away. And then when I saw the late day market crash, I got nervous and I did not want my shares in that mess in the market. And I sold, but I sold too early. And then the markets rallied up again from my last short position. So I made a little bit of a mess, but it's okay. I'm moving into next week with 42,000 strong dollars, and I will put them to work next week. I want to thank you for spending your time here watching this video series. If you are one of the people liking my videos, commenting on my videos, and if you're subscribed to the channel, I appreciate all of those things. That helps me grow my channel. It helps me get my message of financial mastery out to other people. I just want to thank you once again for being here with me. I will be back here on Monday for session 35. I hope that you will join me in that session. And if so, you can join me in that session right over here.